And we start with some unfortunate news coming in regarding all three missing Indian seafarers who have died after a US military strike on a tanker in the Gulf of Oman. Indian Shipping Minister Sarbananda Sonowal has confirmed the deaths of the Indian crew members aboard tanker Settebello. In fact, US military has confirmed that its forces carried out a precision strike on the vessel for violating its naval blockade. Meanwhile, another vessel with Indian crew members has come under attack in the Gulf of Oman. Reports say that MT Jalveer came under attack of the port of Oman. This is a third such incident in the region in the last 48 hours alone. Indian government confirmed that 3 Indian seafarers who went missing after an attack on their tanker off the coast of Oman have died. Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways Sarbananda Sonowal has announced the development in a post on social media platform X. He said it was deeply unfortunate to learn of the tragedy aboard the Palau-flagged vessel MT Settebello, and confirmed that the 3 Indian crew members who were initially reported missing have now been declared dead following the recovery of 2 bodies, while efforts concerning the remaining victim continue. To retrieve the body, that is, 24 Indian crew members were on board the vessel. 21 of them have been rescued. The US military has confirmed the attack, saying its forces have disabled the flagged tanker in the Gulf of Oman for violating the ongoing blockade and even attempting to transport oil from Iran. It said that American aircraft fired precision munitions into the ship's engine room after the crew repeatedly failed to comply with directions from American forces. Notably, this comes just a day after 24 Indian seafarers were rescued from US-sanctioned tanker Marivex off the Oman coast. On 8th of June, US CENTCOM had claimed responsibility for an attack on the Marivex and said that the US forces fired precision munition from the USS Abraham Lincoln after the crew allegedly failed to comply with directions. In a statement, India's Ministry of External Affairs has termed the attacks deeply worrisome and linked it to the West Asia conflict. The MEA has also asked for immediate de-escalation of tensions. Indian authorities have also summoned US Charge d'Affaires Jason Meeks to register protest amid growing concern over escalating attacks on shipping in the volatile region. Parallelly, at the United Nations Security Council, India has raised concerns over the West Asia conflict while urging protection of shipping and freedom of navigation.
Many Indian nationals have lost their lives or are missing as a result of attacks against countries of the region and against merchant vessels and sea lanes of communication.
Joining us on the broadcast is WION's Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibal. Siddhant, very unfortunate. All 3 missing Indian seafarers have now been confirmed dead following US strike on a tanker off Oman. Before you get us more details, also talk to us about the broader measures being taken by the Indian government to ensure the security of the Indian seafarers passing this very region.
Well, essentially, when it comes to Indian government stance, in fact, the stance was reiterated almost few hours ago at the UN, where the Indian government said that civilian infrastructure should not be targeted, and India is concerned about the safety of its seafarers, many of them playing an important role in global seafaring community. Now, we have seen 3 major instances. One just happening few hours ago, where a strike has been reported on MT Jalveer. We are still awaiting more details, but from the incident that happened, in which 3 Indians are now confirmed dead, the Indian authorities have said that they will be making sure that they are not only in touch with the families, but provide all support. But there are 2 big issues here. The first big issues are, of the 3, 2 ships are confirmed as sanctioned ships. These are ships which are essentially hiding and not doing really positive role. The Indians clearly being the collateral, they are the sailors on board these vessels. and these vessels are coming under the American attack. Now, the second, of course, is the safety and security of Indian nationals, in which the Indian government has an important role, especially the shipping ministry, when it comes to safety of the Indian sailors. It is an emerging development, but for sure, the Indian government has reiterated the priority being safety of the Indian seafarers. That, of course, is something that we have seen. India, of course, has summoned the US diplomat as well, Jason Meek, and reiterated in a release late yesterday evening on how the safety and security of Indian nationals should be kept in mind, especially when it comes to civilian infrastructure. So, big focus for India is that the conflict is clearly impacting home, and one of those impact, not only in terms of inflation, but is also in terms of the seafarers in that region, the Indian seafarers.
Siddhant, before we let you go, just a quick follow-up on the earlier point you mentioned about another vessel that has come under attack. This is MT Jalveer. Any details known so far about the number of Indian seafarers who are on board this particular vessel that has also come under attack?
Well, the reports are saying there are 20 Indian seafarers and all of them are safe. This is something that reports are saying. The Indian embassy in Oman has issued a statement saying that it is monitoring the development. So far, that is the only development we know. It's first of all evolving situation, but third such incident in a week, and of course that only raises concerns for New Delhi. In all the other ships as well, there were Indian seafarers. In the first ship, there were 24 Indian seafarers. In the second ship as well, there were 24 Indian seafarers, of which 21 were brought to safety, but unfortunately 3 died. And in the third one, of course, it is reported there are 20. So that shows the magnitude of the role Indians play in the global seafaring community.
Right. Siddhant, thank you for getting us all those details. And of course, we will keep coming back to you for more updates as we are getting to understand that 20 Indian seafarers are stuck off the coast of Oman. For now, we should focus to other stories that we are tracking.